Hi everybody, it's Gilly. It's now 27th of February. Hi again. It's been a bit of a delay. Sorry. I should have gotten back on video the first day I started chemo. Just had a lot going on at the moment. So now it's actually, I've taken 3 nights of chemo. Um, Feeling pretty okay. This is just the first round and it's the lower dose. I'm gradually gonna build up to a higher dose as the months go on. So this is just the first round, so shouldn't have been so hard. Anyway, the nurses at the hospital warned me that I'm gonna get really constipated because of these anti-nausea pills that I have to take before I take the chemo, Zofran. And I was like, no, I'll be fine. I've done the chemo before with the radiation. I didn't have any kind of constipation really. But little did I know, had quite a few problems with that the last few days, which has now been solved because my boyfriend luckily has a stash of natural laxatives, so I tried taking those last night before the chemo, and voila, today no problems at all. So that's problem solved, and that's literally the only side effect I've felt since taking the 3 days of chemo this week. Literally woken up every morning like, do I feel normal? And I pretty much feel exactly the same, so that's really good news. So at the moment I'm on 225 milligrams per day of the chemo. Back in Hong Kong I was alternating between 100 milligrams and 120 depending on the day. So, this is nearly double, and then I think I'm going to go up probably to, depends how much my body can take, but they're going to probably try and get me up to 300, and then depending on how I take that, then scale me back down again. So that's still to work out with the hospital. But otherwise, first week is going pretty okay. Even managed to do some exercise today. So energy is fine. Yeah, literally feel pretty normal. So I really just want to see how the next months go at the higher doses, and then, yeah, should be able to get life back to normal pretty much. So yeah, this is what I'm taking. This is how it comes, the chemo. So I'm very lucky again. I don't have to sit in a hospital chair and have an IV of chemo put into my veins. So it just comes in a little packet like that. There's 1 pill in each packet, and I have to take about 3 different packets, which will add up to 225 milligrams. So I take the anti-nausea pill half an hour before that, and then I have to make sure I've left at least 2 hours after dinner before I take the chemo, otherwise chances of being sick are really huge. And yeah, so far so good. And on Wednesday, the day I started the chemo, I had an MRI done, and the good news is that it's completely clear, no signs of anything suspicious. So that's a huge bonus. Again, I'm doing the chemo anyway as a precaution, as there are aspects of grade 3 in my tumor, which I'm going to have checked again. The hospital here in Paris has requested that the tumor block gets sent from Hong Kong to Paris so that they can do more testing on it, because it's still unsure if it's a grade 2 or a grade 3. It's mostly grade 2 with aspects of grade 3, which is why I'm doing all this treatment. And basically they always treat these more lower grade tumors with the grade 4 treatment, which is the radiation and the chemo. Just as a kind of precaution, you have to go through, they give everyone this treatment, and then with the low grade tumors, you basically just watch it after you've done the treatment. It's like the minimum you can do, and then you watch it and hope for the best, really. And as you know, I'm just going to work my hardest to keep as healthy and my body in balance as possible so that it won't grow back. So yeah, everything up till now has been pretty great. The week before I started chemo, I was doing my coffee enemas, which is, I'm boiling up a batch of coffee, like 500 ml of coffee, but it's a very light roast. And yeah, I basically put it in a bucket, hang it from the top of the shower, and there's a long tube, and I'm lying down on the floor of my bathroom, and the coffee literally goes in up my bum, and I let it sit inside me for about, there's a controller which I control the coffee going inside. Of course it's cooled down at this point, it's not boiling hot coffee going inside me. And then I, lie there with the coffee inside me for about 10 minutes, and then I go to the toilet. And that is supposed to help cleanse my liver and help detox my liver. So once the chemo is out of my system, I will be starting that again. Also, I'm doing 20 minutes each day of infrared sauna, which is very relaxing. It's basically just sitting in front of a heat lamp, which shines infrared rays on me and, irritates all the cancer cells inside me, and it's just another detoxing mechanism. So I do that, and then having my Epsom salt baths pretty much every day to get my magnesium, and it's just a really relaxing thing to do. I am taking my frankincense oil now every day, a special type of frankincense oil that is ingestible. So, you don't want to be taking the ones from Neil's Yard or Muji that are not made to be ingested. You have to be really careful about that. So that's, everything's getting sorted slowly, getting into it. Hopefully going to get into routine in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, feeling really, really positive. So happy to say that my scan was clear and chemo hasn't turned out to be that bad. So yeah, no need to worry, guys. I started to receive messages because I know I've been late with this update, so everything's good. Still smiling. Still very happy to be back in Paris. I want to start running again because I really missed that. And I'm also signing up to start karate classes, which is run by an organization here for cancer patients who are either undergoing treatment or in remission. So it's going to be pretty cool to do sport with other fellow cancer patients. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and continue my research on everything I can do more to help my situation. Yeah, so thank you, everybody. Please keep on sharing. I love the messages that are coming in and people giving me more advice that they know. Thank you so much. I'm taking it all in and trying to integrate it all into my regime. I'm going to be attaching a couple of documents tonight to this video, which you can look at, which is a summary of everything I've been doing. During the 6 weeks, I'm going to do one document, and then I'm going to do another document of what regime I'm doing at the moment during the chemo. Okay, so you can send those on to anyone you might know who might be who've just discovered they've got brain cancer or something. Hopefully not too many, but it is becoming quite an epidemic, so anyway, won't scare you. Love you all, big kisses, bye!